how that can affect that.
Here's Dakota Chan with it now out wide. Goes to Reagan Raabe, and Raabe with it here. Near corner. Raabe still with it. Raabe into the penalty box. Fires it across. Header is in there. Nebraska scores on the header by Eleanor Dale.
That is awesome. That is a freshman to a freshman, and you love to see that. Hopefully they can build on confidence from here.
Boy, great job, Reagan Raabe. Look at this. Kept possession, kept control, fires it across. And perfectly timed the header by Eleanor Dale.
Yeah, I like to see the confidence from Raabe there, being able to take someone on one-on-one and then knowing that she's going to have a player back post. Yeah, this is great technique here on the header not to go over. I think the tendency with younger players is just trying to get ahead on the ball, but you can see there from Dale that she knew she needed to keep that down and on frame.
So Nebraska on the board for the first time in 2020 and for the...
Looking to cut it inside, looking to see if she has anyone in the middle. She's taken down in the box, and they're going to say no penalty. They're actually going to say a dive. A dive from Raabe, so a free kick for Michigan out of the back end here. As you can see, yeah, she goes down with very little contact, as you can see there on the replay. Peyton, your thoughts on that call? Looks like... And Raabe gets an intercepted pass and is able to knock it in on first touch. A goal for Reagan Raabe. A huge misplay on the back end for Michigan, just 2 minutes in.
How much of an impact has Reagan Raabe already had on this game? Every time Nebraska has a play, it's been on that right side. Reagan Raabe already has 2 dribbles. She gets the ball in the box with her third opportunity of the game and slots it away. Can't take anything away from the finish. Takes the goalkeeper, Hillary Beal, completely out of the play, tucking it in that bottom left corner. Reagan Raabe is developing into a fantastic, fantastic player as only a freshman.
Yes, and that's her first career goal as a Husker, just 86 seconds here into the action. Really, as you saw in the replay there, Shepard was a bit turned around, a bit of a lazy pass. Martin really had no chance. That really was...
And Western Illinois will attempt to reset here with Lauren Peters in the middle of the fence. Amy Andrews came back to try and play a ball forward to Bailey Burlingham. And that one is intercepted away by Gwen Lane. Lane sends the ball long. Dale trying to get back onto the end of it. It was deflected away by Pierce, and now Dale's running through on goal. She'll send a ball back across. Abby Schwartz cutting back onto her right foot. She'll send it over to Reagan Raabe, and Raabe will make no mistake with that. She'll send that one to the right side into the far left corner. It's the first Nebraska goal of the season.
And patience is a virtue there for Nebraska as they're on the left side. A beautiful ball across to find in the middle, then Reagan Raabe on the right side. Easy finish for her. Well, it's not easy when you've got Isabel Navas-Rodriguez in goal, but Reagan Raabe is able to find the back of the net with that one. It was so composed from Nebraska to be able to just slowly move that ball across, wait for the right opportunity to get your shot off, and you're going to find the back of the net if you are patient enough to...
Broke through in the 15 minutes with Eleanor Dell's goal. Just a missed clearance from Missouri. We saw a lot of that, Alex, through the first half, and she takes a very clean touch, a little half volley to the back of the net to put Nebraska up 1-0. Sometimes the beginning is just more mentally draining than everything, because, you know, if you're Missouri right now, you haven't scored. And so you're just constantly like, are we ever going to score? Are we ever going to find some success in the attack? And sometimes when you're the successful team like Nebraska and you're opening the season up 2-0, you're like, okay, what are we missing? Are we missing something here? And so
there's another Gwen Lane to Reagan Raabe. Her third of the season after the opening night brace. Huskers absolutely pouring it on Missouri.
We talk about the first goal, right? So Missouri feels like that first goal is just never going to come right now. But Nebraska has found their first goal. And sometimes once you get the first one, more and more and more just start to come. What a great header to that near post, and just poor marking in the box from Missouri. She was wide open, backed up a few feet, still wide open, and found the back of the net to put them up now 5-0 on this hot Sunday afternoon.
Reigning Defensive Player of the Year in the Missouri Valley Conference. You have to like what you've seen from her today so far.
Great defensive positioning from her. A good cross from Chan. Dale just not quite in the perfect position. Now here's an opportunity for Nebraska. It's played over the top to Raabe. Raabe heads it over the head of Maddie Hausman, and the Huskers have doubled their lead less than 20 minutes into the first half. What a chance out of nothing. Now this is just a goal kick off of Hausman. Dale with the header over the back line of the sleeping Loyola Chicago defense, and Raabe gets somewhat of a awkward, easy goal for the Huskers. 2-0, they are in control.
That's the way to use your head there. Getting yourself in great position. Again, I nicknamed Reagan Raabe last year. Reagan Rapid Raabe. She uses her speed to get around the defense, and just a smart play. Again, the goalie's, Hausman's probably expecting just a very fast kick right there, expecting fastball, but throws her curveball right over her head. No chance at stopping it. Hey, we got a 2-0 game in the Huskers. We might be seeing flashbacks of Mizzou right here.
Huskers are flying. Hausman came out of her goal, looked like she wanted to challenge for the ball. I don't think Hausman realized that Reagan Raabe could get her head to the ball to just tap it over her.
And the giveaway. Jonna Christensen trying to thread the needle. Raabe has it for the Huskers. Working her way through with a series of moves, puts it on frame, and it's in! Reagan Raabe with the equalizer in the 85th minute. We're tied at 2 at Tucson. Well, that was the player we highlighted at the beginning of the broadcast for Nebraska. Raabe came in with 4 goals this year. She now has regained the team lead with her 5th tally, and that was a supreme individual effort. She did it all to come up with the equalizer. This game is tied at 2 with 5 minutes to go in regulation. Raabe, who had a brace in the season opener against Western.
She fires it. It's high over the middle. It's an aggressive header by Raabe. Cowabunga, Reagan Raabe. Doesn't matter that they're down 1-0. Tie ball game. Raabe places it beautifully. What can't she do, David? What can't she do?
That was, as I said, an example of a corner kick. Aggressive take right to those players that had lined up directly in front of the goal, maybe 4 or 5 feet out, and then pops right over the goalie. Excellent opportunity there for the Huskers, taking advantage of a corner kick.
In 2 Boilermaker defenders. All the Husker players sitting just outside the left part of the D at the top of the box. Couple of players right in front of the goal for the Huskers. All the defenders sitting in the 6-yard box, mostly for Purdue. Left-footed ball put across. Raabe heads that one on, and it's in the back of the net. Reagan Raabe equalizes for the Huskers with just over 27 minutes left in the half.
Oh, that's a very good finish by Reagan Raabe, but a lot of that comes with the Purdue mistake. The defender at the near post just completely misses the ball, fails to track Reagan Raabe right there, and it's quite an easy finish for your striker who's, third in the Big Ten in goals so far this season. Reagan Raabe throws 6th. She's one of the best. She's obviously the best goal scorer on this team. Scored an absolutely fantastic goal against Arizona, and that's the one player that you want yourselves to bring. The one player you want to bring your team level in this type of match for Nebraska.
I mean, what a season she's been having. You can't ask for much more out of Reagan Raabe when she's coming off her freshman season, where she had a good start to the season in that COVID season, and now her 6th goal of the season, 1 assist. I mean, one of the most impactful, if not the most impactful player for the Huskers as the Boilermakers restart. And we're all level at 1.
Rating some dogs. 28th minute. That's for Nebraska and Abby Schwartz.
broke through for the first time.
Good sequence for Nebraska. Michigan trying to clear it out. Just can't do it, and Nebraska does what they do. Reagan, Raabe, shaking and baking, and then we got Schwartz there playing cleanup. But you can see on their face how exciting, how good that goal was for them.
That's a play from Bundy. Working around, she knew Weber was going to turn and was in the right spot to take it away.
Schwartz evades the defender. She has some grass ahead, only stopped by Bundy and Raabe. Over to the the near side where Reagan Raabe is. Raabe centers it over the middle. A chance for a header. Cowabunga! The Huskers strike on a feed by Reagan Raabe. My goodness. A beautiful header played by the Huskers. And the setup was just as good as the goal.
Oh, this is an incredible ball from Raabe on the right side. This is why you can't leave her alone if you're that Iowa back line. Rydberg tries to help defensively, but Carey sucked it too far, which just allows Raabe all the time in the world to play the perfect ball to the back post. It's headed in well. Nebraska in the right spot. That's an early goal for Eleanor Dale, the striker.
And Eleanor Dale is no stranger to scoring goals by any means. That is number 6 on the year, and she collects her 14th point. 1-0 Huskers, 38-26 left to play here in the first half. Barbara Hibner Stadium is electric. Schwartz fires it over the middle, settled down by Rydberg over the middle.
Now it's just Sarah Weber's trying to get the quick steal. It's quickly stopped.
It was a good tackle by Pajado to break up that attack, and now it's rewarded Nebraska possession.
With Reagan pushing it right down the field. She's surrounded by two blue jerseys. With the quick stop, looks like it's going very intense. With the score. With the score from Eleanor Dale. With the assist from Eleanor Dale and the score from Sarah Weber. They are on fire.
I think Reagan Raabe was getting in on that one, and that's just Eleanor Dale forcing the issue. She scored the goal against Wisconsin, but here she plays the role of second to last person on the ball before the goal, and Reagan Raabe, she's been probably the most dangerous attacker for the Cornhuskers so far this evening, and she deservedly gets a second goal for the Cornhuskers.
The Cornhuskers are on fire.
Husker goal, number 7, Reagan Raabe. Come on, ball! Let's go, get back!
Peterson, Florence Belzile, Sadie Waite in the midfield, and then it's the front three of Weber, Dale, and Raabe. As we are underway here in Lincoln between Nebraska and the 9th-ranked Wildcats from Northwestern, as Raabe can't take it down, and Fitzpatrick quickly gets her first action of the game. Huskers pressing. We talked to John Walker. He said a good start is absolutely fundamental if his team are to see out a result here. Yeah. Raabe whips it in. Belzile can't find it. The pressure is good, however, early on for Nebraska. Raabe, oh! That's top bins in the opening minute from Reagan Raabe. Are you serious? It couldn't have been placed any better as the Husker junior notches her second goal on the season.
That's exactly the kind of start that Walker was expecting from this Husker team, and that's what they needed to just come out of the gate firing.
Good opening half here. Absolutely. The Buckeyes look to go forward, but Peterson wins it back for the Huskers. Now Raabe cuts into the middle. Dale, nice turn. Well defended there from Otto. Now played back in. Cleared away once again by the Buckeyes. The flag is over there really whipping. That wind may become more of a factor as this ball played across from that far side, or this throw-in rather, that seems to be like a cross, is fighting against that wind, but it still makes its way all the way across. Raabe, Dale, Nebraska find their equalizer. Eleanor Dale with a thunderous strike into the top of the net. Raabe does well, and Eleanor Dale does even better. Nebraska tied things up at 1 apiece.
What a pass by Raabe on the ground, able to find Dale. Just rockets it. Perfect shot into the top left corner. Robinson had no chance.
And that is how you respond. You ask the question, what does Nebraska do to respond? Well, they find their goal, and just inside 20 minutes into this game, it's already 1-1.